Hello, hello. How's it going? Hey, Gemma. We're just chilling today. We're chilling. I got my blanket on. It's a little chilly. So, yeah, we're all cozied up. We're gonna play some more Beacon Pines, some more mystery game. Trying to figure out what's going on in this cricket town. Of course, small town. Some sort of radiation stuff. I don't know. Last time we got one of the endings where we froze to death all of a sudden, but we didn't get a lot of answers from that. So we're gonna keep trying and we're gonna see what we get to. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I'll be streaming tomorrow, and then I will not be streaming this weekend because it's Easter. I should just say this weekend. I might stream on Sunday. Kind of depends on what's going on. But yeah, I hope you all had a great day, and we'll kind of just hop into it. Here we are. I'm excited. I want to know what's going on because we didn't really get a lot of answers from the ending that we got, and I kind of picked the ending that was kind of close to the one we just did because I wanted to get it out of the way, if I remember correctly, or I don't know. But we're working through another ending right now, so we shall see where we end up. Get that music off. I know the game's a little quiet, like there's usually not too much going on. Yeah. And I
Chapter 7.
Oh yeah, we went into our basement and found out that our grandmother is a part of, well, we know that she's part of Mission Sparkplug from the other ending, but we never knew anything about it, but now we found it here. This is the secret room in the basement.
The interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
Oh, we're doing a full interrogation. Interesting.
Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair.
Thank you for the hydrate. I got my big glass back. I'm very happy. Thanks for the hydrate. Yeah, Grandma might be making people disappear. It looks like we're about to have an interrogation, so that's gonna be fun.
His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string.
I mean,
the kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan.
Yeah.
One thing was certain. They couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go.
Of course. He's found the secret room.
They needed to know what he was doing in Lucas' house.
Yep.
After some deliberation, it was decided.
It is time for some answers. They've run a classic good cop. I don't have bad hard cop. I feel like this is another hydrate? My god. Remember, you only get 15 of those per stream. Thank you. I'll have to get a refill after.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation.
I feel like hard was the closest we could get to bad.
Rollo brandished a steely gaze.
Oh no. Rollo's our bad cop, eh? This isn't gonna go well. Oh well, we're gonna give it our best shot.
I've got this. Read about it 100 times.
True. He does read a lot of comics.
Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver.
How well is he even tied
Without
up? It's
even
hard to
looking at
see.
his captive, he began with a long,
Another
blustery
one?
drawl.
Oh my god. I don't even get to play the game. Let me get water. Why is my gut telling me that I'm going to get 15 hydrates in a row? We might have to go for a piss break early. Okay. Let's figure out what's going on, Mr. Tolliver. Well, 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 Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless.
He's still unconscious.
Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Nope. I mean, we did hit him with, I forget what we hit him with, but we did hit him. Ah, I see, I see. Well, if you use them all now, you won't have any for later. I see, see, it was good that you got the phone. Ah, yes. Another one. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna have to take a piss soon, man. Like, almost 2 glasses. And I switched back to my other camp, like, so I got the... I'm doing like a third at a time. So that... The first one I did half and half, but if I'm gonna have to hydrate 15 times in a row, yeah, I can't do that much. If I did half, that would be literally almost 8 glasses, which is a lot of water. That's like the amount you should have in like a day. Mr. Tolliver. Oh my god. You know what? You know what? We're just gonna sit here for a second and reflect. Oh, I am going to have to put the number down. How many more points you got there, bud? Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. I see, I see. Another one empty. I'll fill it up to get ready for the next one because I know it's coming at some point. There, we got another glass full. I'm ready to go. I assume you want me to drink all of that. I did just refill it. So I've gone through like that much. I think I might have had a glass this morning, so it was like that, and now I've gone through. Oh. But okay, we will now get back to the game. Mr. Tolliver. No. Wait, I need to change this to a just chatting Solar just drinks water stream. Mm-hmm. I don't trust you. That's just a fact. That was even more like half, but oh my god. I feel so full of water, full of water. It's fine. Hydrating is good for you. Y'all should hydrate too. But we will start again.
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
Oh, he's mad. I don't think know if he'll wake him up though. Didn't we like slam him in the back of the head with like a plank or something? Like he might have a concussion. I said, Mr. Tolliver.
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face.
Oh,
Mr. Tolliver groaned
he's awake.
and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Ah, no, you're trapped here. We need answers. I want answers. I want to know what's going on in this godforsaken town. Who? Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light.
Smart, Rollo, smart. They'll never know.
With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now, hold on. Let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. Are carrots calm in dirt? As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
Yeah. We definitely didn't trust Rollo to do this as kind of the, you know, prankster silly guy, but it's working out well. It's working out well. We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say I've never needed another way. I assume Tolliver is assuming we're the enemy right now because they're obviously fighting against something in the spark plug group or
Rollo,
whatever it's
hitting
called.
his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Oh. Now dance. What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate.
Dance? Interesting.
He was nearly in tears.
Aw. Tie me down. How on earth could I dance? He needs talk. Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. I love how it gives him a shocked expression, but he's just like yelling. It's like... What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran. Oh, you called her Gran. That gives it away. Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good lord.
He shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
Uh-oh. No, you got it all wrong. He's probably got a concussion or something. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's
His
where
voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Oh. Where it all began. When? What is Operation Spark Plug? Yeah, okay, it was Operation. I was thinking it was Mission Spark Plug, but it was Operation Spark Plug.
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Oh, my guy was not okay in the head still. Oh.
Rollo swung around with a repentant
We
grimace.
didn't really get that many answers, except for now we know that the source exists. Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. I think he's still just fighting a concussion, but... What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any further. I mean, at least they're not blowing up the town. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. No, that tent was put up by the Valentines. But the Valentines started the town, right? Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library? Yeah, we're on the same wavelength, Luca. If there's any information about the source thing, Kido can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Ooh, we jumped right there, eh? Kido. This is a dang nice library. Thanks, we work hard on it. It throws me off that he doesn't have flippers. I get that he's got hands because, you know, it just, all of them are technically animals with, like, humanoid animals. But I don't know why, it looks so funny on him. So odd. Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? Oh, nice, we got another charm. Oh, Kato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I don't never seen another librarian. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. I don't even know if I've seen Miss Novak. They got you working for free? It's quiet and I get access to all the books I read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. They knew fair enough's my go-to. What can I do for y'all? We need a favor. I already told you in Merlot. I can't put you any higher on the waitlist for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy I'll have, you know I can't be bought. But what if you could? Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? It's the thing, we sorta don't know. Librarians can help you out with this, it's easy. What do you got on the history of the town? Here's the county record archives? What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Yeah, how's it going, Bao? Welcome in. We are trying to discover what's going on here. Last time we froze to death, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Pretty boring reading. We know that Operation Sparkplug has something to do with the source, which is where the town started, which is what we're trying to figure out right now. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Oh, another hydrate. Okay, I have been streaming. I will hydrate. But that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hydrates since streaming started. My god. Thank you for the hydrate. I have so much water. I'm down to like, I've got my big cup back. I've had 2 in this much already. I'm so full on water right now. Oh, well, no, that's the one. No, not that one. There we go. It was the other one. It was Keenan sending the waters, the hydrates. Great, we'll start there. Time to do some research.
Chapter 8.
Luckily we get to skip it. Yeah. I mean, I maxed it out at 15, so you only get 15 per stream. Maybe I should lower it to 10, but still that's not gonna affect it that much. I'm ready for the day you guys are gonna make me drain, like, the hydration station. I won't. But leave it for like a 12-hour stream or something, because draining that in a 2-hour stream cannot be healthy.
6 feet under, 3 towns over.
Oh.
The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance.
Oh.
Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered.
No. Gran's betrayal.
Explosives,
not betrayal, but
messages
hiding.
hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos.
I feel like our dad was looking into it before, because we found a document saying that Walter, our dad, said was enough, and he was assumed gonna do something about it.
He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst.
And then he died.
But the old map with the symbol of explosives
You
in
don't
town
need to
square
save that much up.
made that difficult.
If you have 1500, that's your max amount of hydrates. So if you have 1500, you've got enough hydrates.
As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
Aww. Can we ask Kato? Can Kato figure it out? If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. Why don't we just tail him? We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of those asinine death records. Yeah. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life, till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
That would be quite the way to go. If you've got a better idea, spit it out. Sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. Oh. Fight. And it won't be Warren County records that'll kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself. Oh. They are fighting.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
You're a county record. That doesn't even make sense. Really? That's the best you got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Just like...
Beck slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. Love to see you try. Hey. Yeah. Step in, Luca. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name back? Ah, we got info. In the obit? J. Hartford. From the Brookfield Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right. J. Hartford. That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford. Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords? Or no, maybe Gran was here before. Miss Hartford is survived by her young daughter E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. I mean, we're from this town, so it kind of makes sense, no? That we would be in the records. Oh, if your gran is 6 feet... Oh, right, she was reading the obituary stuff. Your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over. Then who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
Alright, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh geez, we have been here. Yeah. Someone is in our house. It's like the horror movie where it's like it's kind of the opposite, where like a couple adopts like a girl, but it turns out the girl is like disguising herself as a young girl and is actually an old person that like is just like going into people's homes, and I think she murders the family or something like that. I don't know the name of it, I just know it exists. Oh crap, Pa's going to kill me. I gotta go. Posture check? Okay, I'll sit like a normal human. Thank you, Smog, thank you. I should do it myself more often. Thank you for the lurk. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? Keep him there, keep him there. I'll think of something. If Gran hasn't found him yet.
His heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet.
Spooky.
And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement.
What if Gran goes to the basement?
Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Okay. What's up with that music?
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath and
Meat
listened
pies
closely.
sounds like a solid idea. Meat pies? You mean for these guys?
Asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
We go to the basement. Oh, it's still open too. We were so reckless just leaving it. He didn't know it was us, though. Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to
Look,
be seen.
we had the light shining in his eyes, so he didn't know it was us, so we might be okay. Maybe he woke up and escaped from his bindings and left without a trace.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
No, they didn't know it was us. They had no way of knowing. What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Jesus. Unconscious, no unconscious man in the basement, see? See? Okay, I can figure this out. I just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
I'm afraid your jam delivery will be
He
delayed.
flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Alright, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. Just eat some grass. I mean, technically our character is a deer-esque being, so, I mean, maybe that's part of the diet. Guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. I don't think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Oh, I feel like she's gonna be waiting at the top of the stairs. Can I close that? No, it's just open from here on out, eh? Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Oh, Gran's gonna jump us. Go to bed and play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him.
Oh, she's gonna jump us.
With each consecutive step, his legs weakened.
Oh, the jam was poisoned.
His stride began to falter.
No, 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 the jam was poisoned.
He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself.
No, no.
Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move.
He's strong.
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The jam? Technically, we are asleep. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Eek. You're not my grandma. Maybe. Or you faked your death, one or the other. Rest now and let me handle everything. Yikes.
Chapter 9.
Are we gonna be late?
Speech to end all speeches.
Oh, this is definitely an ending
Luca
chapter.
awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
To protect. Maybe.
Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
Yeah. Well, we're not even sure she's our granny at this point. Like, can't trust anything.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
Gotta go. The festival. Gran, are you in there? Gran, are you in there? I want to look to see if Gran's around. No, Gran's not here. She in her secret place? Her secrets? No, she's not. Okay. We gotta go meet them for the festival. We're late. Oh? Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Drugs. No, not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Put me to sleep. Whoa. Sly devil. Ah, okay. We got Sly. That's good. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Or she's trying to protect him. One or the other. Have you found anything? I don't know why I'm trying to justify Gran's action. Something's obviously going on that's suspicious. Oh, Mr. Nuncreed actually has a crush on Gran. So I don't know if it's the other way around. The one time we talked to her about it, she didn't seem interested. But you never know. I looked around but haven't seen anything odd. Your Gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone's gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. Oh wow, everyone is here.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing? Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. Fair enough? So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Even that's more than the old cottager deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tongue.
Yeah. Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Hey. Gus Valentine, everyone. Don't rush him.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. Oh heck, I didn't prepare anything. As if. We don't trust this guy. Kerr, one is a hyena, which usually depicts like, kind of like the sneaky, sly kind of bad guys. And two, I just don't like him. He's also obviously the bad guy because he, in the other one, chased us. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a big stack of note cards out from his vest.
Oh my god. No. Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate a perennial harvest. For us, these are the pillars to bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. I don't like it. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. I am dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would forever change my life. I don't know why they give him such like dramatic music. And of course it's like a dramatic speech, I guess, but at the same time I'm like, I don't want it.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
Oh my god. So dramatic. From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize
Hyenas
each word.
sees food, yes. Community, conviction, commitment. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And perennial harvest is a community first and foremost. Nope. They're always asking for surveys and stuff, and it's like, leave me alone.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. Yeah, whatever. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Sounds a little forceful. Change is a choice. I'm tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. I don't think any of us agreed to that. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. Uh-oh, last time this happened we froze to death. What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I've learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town, and so it is with a happy heart I can proclaim.
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
Our harvest awaits. We froze to death again.
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing
Last time we were in
everyone
the
and everything
treehouse
it
when it
touched.
happened.
For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end.
Yes,
On
he
a
deserved
stage,
it.
with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time.
Yeah.
The end.
Again.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything.
Yeah, goddamn ice.
Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again.
Makes it sound like there's more than just two endings, because this is only the second time this has happened to me.
No, I don't mean that.
What happens if we didn't get the first one? Then I would say it happened again.
We got a little closer this time. We
That would
just
be
need
awkward.
to try again. Please.
Okay. Yeah, so this is our tree, and you get to, like, pick different, choices. So I was gonna do the left tree first and kind of go from there. Because I think the left tree is gonna pretty much always leave to ice, I think. So if we get it out of the way first. Okay, we're doing chill cup.
They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
Yes. We're back to interrogation time, boys. I'll handle this. Just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times.
Okay.
Mr. Tolliver shook his head,
That's all it took,
gathering
eh?
his wits.
Golly, I sure got my bell
He
wrong.
looked over to find Luca, who returned a
Oh,
calming
he saw
grin.
me this time. Last time he didn't see us. Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled. Rollo's here?
Rollo and Beck
Oh
emerged
my
from
God.
hiding to give a timid wave.
We just gave ourselves away. Well, alright. Mistakes happen. You kids give old Hiram a good scare. Let's just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
This is not the way to do it. Mr. Tolliver, why are you in Grant's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my Grant up to? If you'll just cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know we can trust you? True.
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong by you? I don't really know you personally. Maybe Luca does. I don't trust you. I don't trust anybody. Nope. Since your grand moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah? So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just... all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town, an archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes.
Luca gestured to the corner.
Barrels of explosives. I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an explanation.
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged.
No, we're playing it chill. Your grandson says some freaky shit, boy. No, Mr. Duncreed, no. No, this is Mr. Tolliver. Is it multiple? Yee.
Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings.
We're gonna get jumped.
Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good line. This will make sense. This will all make sense in
He
time.
edged imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
You see, this town is secrets, Luca. A very dark past indeed.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the
I
light
knew
switch.
it, I knew it. A past that must be brought
He
to.
punctuated his final words by flicking the switch
Light.
and rushing up the stairs.
Like. Son of a.
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights.
We've been locked
It was
in.
too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
The chill was not the answer, but I knew that. I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there. And let the adults handle this.
They looked bewildered at each other.
Give us a reason, and we might be like, okay, we'll hang out down here. Don't worry, we got this. We'll hold down the fort. Play it cool, huh? Not now, bye.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation.
We have failed.
This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd
Are we gonna
always
use
assumed
explosives
it was
to
up to
blow our
them
way
to
out?
save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right.
Oh no, we fucked up, and I knew we were gonna
Only
fuck
a
up.
hollow croak escaped.
Yeah.
The end. Well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing board.
Okay, perfect. That one ended like I thought it would. Okay. Yeah, we'll go as the sly route. Sly cop. Beck, you got
Ready to run
this.
the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Yeah, Beck, you got this.
With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
Oh? What? What's going on here? You're that mowed, Will. Girl. Please call me Beck. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
Seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran.
She's got this. She's got
This was going to be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? Yeah. I mean, it seems so far like Gran's whole plan with this is to keep the kids not involved, but who knows, who knows? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? Oh, it's very sly, very sly. I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. Beck, I think, has the best run at this so far. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here too.
Beck twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
Destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yet the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
This is too easy, guys. For being kids against adults, this is too easy. She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out we were going to destroy the source... Is that why the ice keeps freezing over? Well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
Yes, very much so. You sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good, there's one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shop. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. Oh. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper just missed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. Nah, it sounds suspicious to me. I think you're onto something, Mr. Tolliver. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
False leads? Yeah, maybe. He hasn't locked us in, so that's pretty good. You guys catch it? Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shop, but all he ever sells is his apples. No, Rollo, stay focused, my guy, stay focused.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
Kind of funny though, no? The password, Rollo. Well, sure, once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine, in the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
Oh? He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. Is this going to be a puzzle? What's another word for underground? Buried? Covered? Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So the U would be 21. N would be 14. D would be... Oh. It's an anagram. Nuncreed's drugstore. Oh. How did you figure that out? That would have taken me so long.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Rollo, that was incredible. So that's why she was trying to sleep Mr. Nuncreed? Maybe? Well, it's either that or Kren's nude drugstore. Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love Cyphers. He does, like, comic books and stuff like that, so... Well, I guess we know where to go next. Let's go. Come on, guys. We have a mystery to solve. Oh? Scared me half to death. She's part of Operation Sparkplug. Rollo is cooked. He's like the funny haha hee hee character, but he's actually kind of smart. I can't wait to play the other side of the tree because he actually gets kidnapped, and we were trying to figure out what was going on with that, but we got taken out before we could find him. Kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around here, have you? Nope. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. Yeah. There's quite a few branches, so I figure we'll do the left branch and go from here. I feel like not anyone's gonna be out because it's so late. To Nuncreed's drugstore. Oh? You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh, what do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? I think...
Gus looked around nervously.
I think Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. He's not. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you can make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and perennial harvest traditions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. I feel so bad for Valentine. I forget his first name. But the guy on the right, he's just trying to do his best to keep things together. His dad was like this big, huge hero and stuff like that, and then the foul harvest came, and he's just trying to exist, man. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Harris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. K came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. Oh, that's what's happening there. This is just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from your damn backyard. Oh, so they're the ones that have that stuff that mutated Iggy. They're dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When all this inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future, or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus. Aw. Good night, Iris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. Wow. It's getting late, children. Yeah. Alright, let's see what the foreboding lady has to say. Knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate when the villain makes a good point. True. I mean, I don't hate it necessarily, but... Okay, no one's out and about. Or, sorry, we need 9 Creed stars, so it's up here. Or, oh no, I was going the right way. It's been a bit since I played, I forget where I'm going. My apologies. Oh, I'm getting stuck. What's up, buddy?
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Why licorice? Especially black licorice. Oh. I don't like black licorice. I only like red strawberry licorice. I don't like the cherry one either. I'm very picky when it comes to licorice. But I know my dad likes frozen black licorice. Like, he likes to keep it frozen. He says it tastes better that way. Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have a family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. Fair enough. Can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. I guess so. I hate licorice. Fair enough. It's a very distinct taste. I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I always wonder why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's easy as cold, hard cash. It's kind of going the opposite way. Oh no, that is the way to his place. Well, he's right, it's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Okay, not there. What are you looking at here, buddy? Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Oh, is this a secret entrance? Are we making a phone call? Besides Mr. Nuncreed, no.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
It's not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? We're going into the secret layer. We're gonna find stuff. Kren's new rug store. I mean, underground secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
Oh my god, this is such a terrible idea. Alright, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? outguess me.
The inside of the
Oh
phone booth
my
dropped
God.
loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate.
Jesus.
Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing.
My God, what are we gonna
It
find?
was unclear where they ended
I
up.
know, it's such
but
a
at least it was solid
weak
ground.
password. I mean, I guess it's long, but like, they literally said it directly. Like, technically it's Nuncreed's drugstore, which was the location near the phone booth, but then just having underground secrets or whatever as the password? Come on, man. Oh, another...
The air was stagnant.
The-
It smelled vaguely of chlorine.
The broken hazmat suit, we smashed hazmat in this storyline, like the one we're playing right now. This branch, we've smashed a hazmat suit guy in the face because they grabbed Luca, and in one ending he dies, in the other we get away, and this is the one where we get away. I knew it. You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth. Of course I did. No. Rolo, come on. Didn't I say that? Nope. I definitely thought it. Sure, Rolo. Sure. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be for the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, I've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. If you say everything, something will come true eventually, right? Looks like each of these has something written on them. Oh. What's on here? What does this one say? Mining Operations Alpha? You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. Town is all farms and fertilizer. What if the mines has the source? That'd be kind of cool. And a series of tubes. Paul always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. It's the thing about Pa. You don't always realize what he means until it's too late. I feel like that's a warning. Perennial Harvest main office. Oh, this is a subway system underground. What did she do? Sign stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? She might be a little bit. True. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Oh, that's... Is that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? It's starting to feel like something big. Only just now, eh, Rolo? This suit has a broken mask. So have we found your mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their hazmat suit. If it walks like Nuncreed and talks like a Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. True. Just saying. Oh? What's going on over here, huh? It's a lot of buttons. Don't press them. Something bad will happen. Do not press them. There has to be something bad gonna happen, like, stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech. No, Rolo, no. This is not the time.
Those hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Rolo, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. Someone's coming. What was that? Hide. Where? Nothing but weird tubes. Just get back. Oh, it is Mr. Nuncreed. Shit. Shit. Awesome. Yes, of course, Rolo, of course. You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. I wasn't that clever, obviously. They who. That's no matter. If you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. Oh. I don't care about our skins. Hold on now. I like my skin. It all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
Yeah? You sound just like him. Oh! Our dad. Did you kill him? Who? Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back before you had to kill him, huh? Huh? Confess your sins there,
Gestured
buddy.
toward the strange tubes.
All this. It's a lie. It's true, I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. Sounds like a rough time. We were a team, Walt and I. Idealist doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both helping on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. Helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick. Too real indeed.
Nuncreed let
When
out
life
a
just
growl of a
happens.
sigh.
Oops. Luke, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. No. Never trust the politicians. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. I might be coughing because I've had too much water. It's fine. Hydrating is still good. You all should hydrate too. Says he's got an opportunity. It is a lottery ending with these kind of games. That's why I don't do usually like visual novel stuff like one after another. I usually try and take a break in between. He found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us handsomely to help him understand it. Yeah. My dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous, almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone. Seems like smart, because Sharper Valentine was obviously a politician. I mean, he was like big company owner, but like, you know.
He shook his head wistfully. Not
necessarily a politician, but definitely a public leader. Sharper's long gone, but he still got me saying yes. Is there a point to the sob story? Thank you, Beck. Thank you. Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step toward.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. Juniper is obviously involved in this still somehow, someway. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
You really don't know. My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground layer we've busted into today. Yeah, we have done a lot of that recently. Honestly, yours is way cooler. I feel like this one's a little more high-tech. She's got maps and explosive and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Oh, so Gran's the one that's been turning everyone to ice by accident. Tell me now, she's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square. Fountain, but why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
That's where the source is. She knows about the source? What the heck's the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. You all need to run. Run away. Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. That did not go how I expected. So, we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. You good? Yep. I love how Beck just, like, arrived in town, like... I love this town. She arrived here, like, maybe a week ago, a couple days, not even, like, and she's just like, yeah, let me help you locals, like, solve the mystery of a lifetime. I think Beck's my favorite character though, so far.
The cold,
love their style.
hard truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along.
That's pretty high tech,
She
though.
heard the tinny, distant
cool.
echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth.
I was gonna say, Jonathan, like Mr. Nuncreed, would have to know we were following, right?
Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
Are we near the source now? Oh my god. Did the town freeze over? Are we too late? That was intense. Yeah, because this one went to, God. I forget where this one was going to. Oh, yeah, it might have parted with some fluids in there. Oh my god. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got any of us. Doesn't feel like we traveled that far. Wait, isn't this Grand's house? This is our house. Because that archway is where we go to visit the grave. Didn't feel like we traveled that far. This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think it went this way. Yeah, no, this is where our house is. This is our house? This is Mom and Dad's grave? Yeah, this is the grave of Dad. This is town, but it's frozen over. Are we in like an upside down? This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow? No time, Nuncreed's getting away. I think we're in the upside down. I think so. The frozen upside down. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. May not be well versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. Ah, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. No, 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 no. We're somewhere that's like... It's gotta be like an alternate universe or something, I don't know. Like a upside down-esque type thing. It's gotta be, it's gotta be. Rolo, stick with me here.
Soul are the kind of person to when they sleep go honk shoo, me 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 me. Also, the ting goes skra, pap pap, ka 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 ski beaky pap pap, and the poo poo pidroom skya, doo doo coo coo dun dun poom poom.
Hello, Fizzlord, how's it going? How's it going? Always quite the entrance. You think I really do the shoo me 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 me? I don't even know if I snore, to be honest. I think I do, but I don't know. Hello, hello, Fizz. Thank you for the hydrate. I will hydrate. Oh, I gotta get more water. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, yeah. I got my water. Thank you, thank you. I will hydrate. But yeah, you all should check Fizz out. He plays a lot of kind of retro games and some Pokemon and all that fun stuff. So you should check him out. 15 stream streak? Oh my god, Fizz. Holy shit, man. That's so cool. King of Scrap, Pop Pop, Kaka, Skippity Pop Pop, and Poop Pooter Boom Ska, Doo Doo Cuckoo Dun Dun Pom Pom. I don't know if I have ever said those before. But I now have. Oh, it's the song. Okay. I was like, my brain wasn't putting two together. I was like, because I was just like, what are all these sounds? That's awesome. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna run away in embarrassment. Oh, thanks for the lure. Wow. No, 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 no. Let me just hide away. You'll never see me again. I will just, this is how I will exist. You won't see my expressions. Yeah. We're having a fun time. We're in almost an upside down, I guess, right now. A frozen upside down. I don't know. We're still trying to figure it out. But it's good times on Beacon Pines. Good times, lots of mysteries, and yes. Jesus Christ. My door isn't even in that direction anymore, and the first one always gets me. I want to add more jump scare sounds, though. Because it's funny. Yes. Oh boy, here we go. Sources their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. I'm glad. Get a bit of your taste of your own medicine, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. That feels like that doesn't quite fit, but you get what I'm saying. Found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. I think Rolo is a bit of a conspiracy theorist, if that was not already obvious. You never really had me, but hey, very much lost me there. You get used to it, we should keep moving. Wow. Come back, Mr. Nuncreed.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after.
Oh my god, what is this?
Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched.
So you're the one that's been freezing us over and killing us, huh? Huh, Gran? What do you have to say for yourself? You've killed me twice.
Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch.
Aw, she dumped the explosives in. Gran's a bit of an arsonist, but at the same time she's freezing us all, so... Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. Oh. Oh. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Oh. Just a wee bit of arson. Arson that leads to a deep freeze. Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper. No, no, no. This is between you and the entire town. And I don't know how far the deep freeze goes, so it might even be the next town or the next town over. This isn't like, oh, it's just between us. It's like, no, 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 no. That's not how it works.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over the torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. I feel like that's not correct. He trusted you and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive. He did kill our dad.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other.
It's getting
but
spicy,
at
it's getting
fate
spicy in
itself,
here.
making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to affect change. Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets. Oh. Don't trust a miner, or trust a miner until they find gold, right? That's what your pa said, Rollo. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath.
Gran, you should probably pull the flame away from that
The
just for
moment
now.
balanced on a knife's edge.
Knife? You need a knife?
Amid a blur of emotions and memories.
No, I have to
mind
pick something.
flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
And in the stillness he began to...
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly.
Luca.
The tears crystallized as they hit the snow.
No, Luca. The poor boy.
Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
No, Gran, don't do it. This will all make sense soon, Luca. You're gonna kill us, Gran. You're gonna kill us, then everything can go back to normal, I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once your precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
Rest in peace, guys. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. Big rips.
She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole.
Because there's an explosion and then the
thunderous
ice,
thud.
like, went over everything. Uh-oh. You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to.
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Yeah. Oh. She came to hug
Gran
us.
only had time to spin around and run to Luca, her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act.
Yeah, nothing can save
Unflinching
us.
love, pitted against an unthinking horror.
This
There
is all
was no
new, Gran. I
contest.
didn't realize you had been killing us this entire time.
Her warm embrace froze.
I know it's
in
for
an
good
instant.
reason, but...
That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And
Eee.
so, our story ends
More ice.
on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band
I wonder
of
what would
meddlers.
happen if people, like, wandered into this. Would they just
The
die,
end.
or would it be, like, they just explore the frozen
Well,
town?
that That was dire.
Hmm.
On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from.
True, true.
Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Easy, we got this. So we've literally done this entire route, so we're gonna be hopping over to the other route. So we're gonna start at Tickle and then we'll go up the routes. So this is, went to the factory and we're with Beck and Iggy's bullying us.
Well,
We're gonna bust out the
bust
tickles.
out the tickles.
Oh my god. This is so awkward. Hey Tish, wanna see something cool? Yep. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
Oh? What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yep. Hey, yep. Hey, yep.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yep, yep. That's such a weird laugh. It's like a One Piece laugh. Oh, yep, oh, yep, oh, yep.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had enough.
Yep. What just happened? Seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us? Ah, you don't have your big guy anymore.
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his
Yeah, so
escape.
currently Rolo is missing. That's why Rolo's not with us, if anyone's curious. No! No! That's the stuff that mutated Iggy. Whoa. What the little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
No, Beck. Is it bad? It depends. What are you feeling about having a more mature, refined look? Oh god.
Chapter 4.
No, oh, thank god it was just a hair change. I thought if Beck was gonna mutate.
Best policy.
Fully.
Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess.
Aw.
Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rolo was his primary concern.
Because they said that Rolo was back? Or is this... No, we haven't got there yet. Yeah, so Rolo went to the factory with us, and then he ran away first, and then I ran away after, and we haven't seen him since we ran away from the factory. It's kind of convoluted if you haven't been here the whole session. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We're just helping look for Rolo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling.
I feel like Roxy's gonna be a little bit more
But
involved
this
in
was
this.
the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight
Aw.
through Luca.
We're running out of time. Yeah, this is Rolo's big sister, Roxy.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Aw. Rolo and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us. I think it was a body. So we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home. And it was all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow. Do you think I'm making it up?
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Aw. Rolo's gonna be okay, I promise. What you gonna do about it, hmm? What are you gonna
Roxy
do to
drew
make that
herself up.
promise? I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. Who are you gonna fight, Roxy? But I wanna help. It's too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around, I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little tree house you two like to play in. Wait. There in case Rolo shows up. Fair enough, fair enough. Giving us the lookout job. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. Ah, she knows. She's smart. She knows. She knows something's up. My dad has been acting weird lately. Oh, Mr. Tolliver would be your dad. It makes sense. Squirrel and squirrel. Or chipmunk and chipmunk. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Okay, to the treehouse we go. To the treehouse we go.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Ah, you're going to your secret base, huh? Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. This whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. It's kind of interesting, the order that you figure things out, because, like, depending on which route you take, you'd figure out certain things. So, like this, if I didn't know that was, like, a secret layer kind of thing, it would be like, oh, why is he being so weird near the telephone booth? That's just weird. Any word from Rolo yet? Not yet. Or I would just think this is a bit of an odd interaction, but then you figure it out in the other one. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rolo knows these woods too well to get lost. Oh, Mr. Nuncreed would be the one with Rolo right now. Suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick, huh? I know it's you, Mr. Nuncreed. Antics? We all know Rolo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? You're just trying to deflect. You're just trying to deflect. He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him. I know it. How would you know that? No, no, no. Les. Luca, is there something else that you know? No.
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Don't trust him. Don't trust him. Dang it, boy. If there's something you know, something that can help your friend, you need to tell the folks. Oh no.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed.
Get away, get away, get away.
A stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
Shame.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rolo, maybe he could help.
No, 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 no. No, we're gonna get kidnapped too. Yesterday, Rolo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Oh, he was the one though. Both of you? You were with Rolo when he went missing? No, Nuncreed. No, don't tell him, don't tell him. Not exactly, I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first we were just looking around. Someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? That's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. Don't tell him, don't tell him, don't tell him that we think it's a body. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, you're not. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
Oh, no, no, no. I wish you wouldn't have said that. No, yeah.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
No. Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe. No.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? Oh, get off it. Get off it. I mean, technically our grand kept freezing the town over, but... Oh, my leg's cramping, my leg's cramping. Fuck. Ooh, I haven't had a leg cramp like that in a while, Jesus. My apologies. It's still going, but it's bearable right now, so we continue. We were all so close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
The fertilizer place helping it shut this down? supposedly shutting it down anyways. What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit. Oh,
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He
Who's
felt a
gonna be
cold
down
rush
there?
of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom.
Aww.
He knows too much. The end. Wait.
Poopy.
No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more.
There's still much
Somehow
to discover.
this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Okay, so literally the only route we can take right now is the treehouse. So at this point, Iggy is mutated, Rolo's still missing, and we're stuck on top of the treehouse because the clipboards from the fertilizer place are surrounding us, and last time we only had the option to fight. So now we
Luca
run.
drew himself up and decided to
I
take the
have a
only
good
option
feeling
they had
about
left.
this.
He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches.
Oh, let's go.
He looked up with surprise as it struck true
Let's
and
go.
taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr. We'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. Yeah, see, Iggy ain't looking too good. He got a bit of the... He fell in the puddle. The green puddle of ooze. Fine, we know where that leads them. This way, we'll take the tunnels. Ah, so they are part of the tunnels.
Luca and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luca stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice.
He's kind of going blind. Yeah,
In
it looks
fact,
like it.
It was ice.
Wait, have we ended up in the upside down
Chapter
area?
5. Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire.
So we have ended up in the
Each breath,
upside
a
down
plume
area
of steam
somehow.
escaped from Luca's lungs. Let's keep moving.
Yeah,
Luca
yeah,
pulled
we
Iggy
gotta
to his
go, we
feet
gotta go.
As they gazed across a snowy terrain.
This almost looks like my house though. Like, I'm so confused how we got here. That was actually pretty badass. Unless this is like old Beacon Pines. It's just... Uh-huh. I think we lost him. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. And what's up with the Winter Wonderland? All I know is there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. This is home, isn't it? Technically, this is where our house is, but...
A disc of smooth metal was lightly covered
This
in
is the
snow.
tunnels.
Two faint seams were visible along the surface.
Cover it. A manhole cover? If it is, I've never seen one like it. Yeah, because this is the grave. Luca, are you there?
Luca had almost forgotten the walkie-talkie he was carrying.
It's that bozo, Kerr. I hope nothing bad has happened to you while out in those woods.
Luca looked at Iggy with hesitation.
No need to be rude.
With a resigned sigh, Luca responded.
Seems like the only dangerous thing in the woods is you. Yeah, don't trust Kerr. He speaks, a young man of the hour. Now, how in tarnation did you end up with one of our radios? Just lucky, I guess. Boy, howdy, you and Van Horns are full of surprises, aren't you? You knew my parents? Oh, he killed my parents. No, our dad was dead before he came to town. Never had the honor of meeting your father, but your mom sure was a handful.
Luca winced, shoving
Is
the
Rolo in
walkie-talkie
the
back
same
into his
spot as
pocket.
Mum? We gotta keep moving. Oh, is this Mum's grave? Oh, I don't like this. Oh. What's the readout? sitting just above 258 Kelvin. It's down a bit from last time. Should we report this to Mr. Kerr? Meh, still within safe ranges. It may be spreading, but it's under control for now. So if this was the original town and then we moved over, even a small nudge at the equilibrium could cause a cascade. Dude, relax. I mean, Gran makes it explode and we all die anyways, no matter what I do here, so... Just a few more sites to hit before we can punch out. Let's get this over with. Where do all these people live? Are these clipboards as well? What's all this? It's hard to say with all the snow. I think it's a town sign. I can almost make out the letters under there. What town could this even be? Or could it be another town this deep into Weepwood? Looking at evidence to the contrary. Let's figure out what we're dealing with here. Snow's gotta go. See what I can do. Oh. Oh, we're gonna throw snowballs at it. Oh. That didn't go well. Let me try this again. Okay. I went on either side of it both times. Beacon Pines, yeah.
The boys stared in disbelief at the sign.
So did we all just get like moved over in our sleep? This doesn't make any sense. We're in Beacon Pines? How's that possible? We ran away from town. How did we get back here? Guess we got turned around. Because you would think all the parents and I'm saying parents, all the adults would know something happened. So is it like, are they just keeping a secret from everyone, or I don't know. Where did all the snow come from? But they said the source was hidden, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Well, it's been colder than normal lately. It's a pretty big difference between sweater weather and this Arctic hellscape. Puddle we fought at before. It was cold too. Maybe all of it leads to one source. Heh, the source. You think it's related? What the hell is going on? We're gonna get you some answers. Let's keep moving. Oh. Can't go to the treehouse.
The listened. Each chain link encapsulated with a translucent layer of ice.
Looks like the stuff they put up around Loopwood. Stuff who put up? Good questions, good questions. I don't know. We will hopefully figure it out. I also want to check out these barrels, because I saw them earlier and I was like, oh. Stuff look familiar to you? Looks like the barrel near the puddle I shoved me into? Yeah. Yeah, let's not mess with that stuff. Can't be good. It's all frozen.
Looking down at the frozen stream, Luca could faintly see a school of minnows encased in the ice.
Whatever happened here, it happened fast. The fish didn't even have time to run. Okay. Or, you know, swim around. So it was a mini explosion and then we might have a big explosion later if Gran gets to do what Gran wants to do.
The crunching of footsteps trailing Luca went hush. He looked back to see Iggy's face twisted with confusion.
Everyone's gone. What? Oh, that's where Iggy tends to stand with his friend, whose name I forget, but the rhino. There's nothing here but more snow. There must be an explanation for all of this. We have to keep looking. You can look all you want. I quit. No, Iggy, what? Iggy, we have to keep going. You don't get it, do you? This isn't one of your pathetic Hank Atomic stories. We aren't going to save the day. You wait, one of these times I will. I'll keep doing it until I do. We aren't even gonna save ourselves. My face is mangled. The town is destroyed. Everyone we've ever known is gone. But we can go back to the other town. Trust me, trust me. Don't know that. You can't just quit. Do whatever you want. I'm done. Iggy, it's gonna be okay.
Luca peered upward at the darkening sky. He let out a long, foggy breath. Faintly, Iggy began to cry. Seeing Iggy in such a pathetic state gave Luca a sense of compassion.
I mean,
and more than a little guilt.
Yeah. It's kind of our fault that he's mangled right now. It's getting pretty late, I think. Probably not a great idea to stumble around in the dark anyway.
Luca allowed himself to collapse next to Iggy.
Let's just rest for a bit.
The boys huddled together for warmth and comfort. If not for exhaustion, their minds would be racing, trying to make sense of the events of the day.
Get some sleep, but we should probably go inside somewhere first.
As it was, all they had energy for was to sit in silence, numb.
We're gonna get found this way, though. The way the snow covered everything over, it's kind of calming. Yeah. Well, I haven't had time to say it, but thanks. Huh? For getting us away from those creeps. Sort of froze up back there. Thinking I should be the one apologizing. This all happened because I lost my temper. Nah, it's bull hockey. First of all, you didn't know what that gunk would do. You didn't, right? Nope. Definitely not. Of course not. And second, stop with this baloney about losing your temper. But I did lose my temper.
Iggy motioned sarcastically to his half-deformed face.
Obviously. But that's exactly what you should have done. Oh? I was being a horse ass. You were supposed to be a horse ass in response. That's how it works. Ah, now we are friends. Iggy, I'm having a hard time following. You wanted me to fight you? Of course. Jeez, you goody-goody types take forever to understand this very basic point. Why would you go around saying cruel things trying to get into fights? Because it's fun. I like fights. I don't think I've actually been in an actual fight. I've sparred and stuff like that, but I don't think I've been in an actual physical fight.
Iggy shrugged.
Something to do. It's pretty boring in town, I get it. You're an asshole because you're bored? Yes, put plain and simply, yes. Sometimes I just feel empty. You wouldn't understand. You and Roller are always having a blast together. Laughing and calling that dinky treehouse mission control.
Iggy now wept openly.
Aww. Perfect little Luca Van Horn. With his perfect little life. My life's not perfect. My dad's dead. Everybody in town likes you. Not everybody. Hell, that new girl hasn't even unpacked yet and she already likes you. You have Tish.
He wiped his nose with a sleeve.
I love Tish. Tish is great. But she ain't exactly the world's greatest conversationalist, you know?
Luca gave a warm chuckle.
I get that impression. Yeah. Iggy just wants to be included and he doesn't know how to do it. Poor guy.
Iggy cleared his throat as he wiped his eyes.
Oh, it must be raining out here. Definitely.
Iggy arched into a wide yawn.
Oh, tough guys. We should probably try to get some sleep. Yeah. Let's lay low for now. Tomorrow we'll get to the bottom of all this.
Luca's eyelids began to slowly drift shut.
This is a terrible spot to fall asleep, Luca. Yeah? I always did want to see the inside of your dinky little treehouse. Aww. What do you think? Not bad. I'll give you the full tour when we get back. Oh, we've made a friend. Plus one friend. You know what?
That's all Luca could whisper before succumbing to sleep. Iggy snuggled in some more.
When it comes to the worst days of my entire life, this one wasn't half bad. Oh, so sweet. So very sweet.
The house smelled of warm bread. Luca was playing with toy blocks on the living room rug. He looked up to see his parents on the couch. His mother held his father's head in her lap. She idly stroked his hair while a voice behind Luca spoke. "This is how you remember them, huh?"
What?
Luca turned to see his own face. The doppelganger from his dreams, still clad in a yellow hazmat suit, still carrying a look of disdain behind empty eyes.
Yeah, our future self's a bit of a pessimist, to say the least.
Look at this perfectly cozy
Posture
scene.
check and a hydrate. I got you.
It wasn't really like this.
I am set, straight. I've stretched. Okay, I'll do a stretch before I get the water. Dream sequence is the perfect time to get yourself hydrated. Stretch out. Oh, that's good. I had to stretch my back out a little bit after work because I was bent over so much my back was just like, so I needed to straighten it out. But thank you for the stretch. I am getting my water. Thank you for the hydrate. I think that's like 4 glasses of water I've had now. That's crazy. Not bad, necessarily, but it's a lot.
The figure picked up a toy block and inspected it.
Oh, what's gonna be revealed, huh?
It's amazing the facades that one can build given the right materials. Not that I blame us. These are a child's memories, all warm and fuzzy.
I don't like this. Something ain't right. Something ain't right.
You don't remember, do you? Lucas snatched the block from the figure's yellow-gloved hand. Remember what? The doppelganger pointed to the couch. The last day we saw him alive.
Oh, Dad.
The day he chose to abandon us.
It sounds like he was trying to fight for something he thought was right. So, I mean, abandon
Luca
is a
turned to look at his
specific
father,
term.
still lounging on the couch. That's not true. He didn't abandon us. The doppelganger waved his hand dismissively. Everything is true here. It's just a matter of what we choose to see. Well, let me show you. The world flickered and pulsed. Luca was sitting next to his bed, listening to his heartbeat with one of his dad's stethoscopes. The doppelganger limped into the room. Now, we both know that's not how this went.
What?
He grabbed Luca's hand and guided the stethoscope to the floor. Luca heard muffled shouting, brought close by the stethoscope.
Oh, we
It
eavesdropped.
was his parents, fighting. Do you remember what we did next?
No.
Luca gave a slow nod and crept down the hall to peek through the banister.
Saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus and Dad was mad
He
about
could
it.
see the outline of his mother at the bottom of the stairs. Damn it, Walt. We can't afford to get involved in this. She was scared.
I mean, Mom later went to figure it out too, so she must have eventually figured out how big of a deal it was.
His father stepped forward. What am I supposed to do? Just watch? There's a sickness in this town, and we both know who's behind it. I swore an oath to help people. I won't turn my back on them. Luca's mother grabbed Walt. She was crying, pleading. I can't lose you. Walt calmly removed Eleanor's hand from his shoulder. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong.
This is very much giving me the vibes of like, I don't know if there's a show or something or just discussion about this, but like, I guess it kind of pops up in My Hero Academia, but the idea of like what happens to the families of heroes, like especially when you think of superheroes, it's like, oh, they're going out constantly to fight for what's right. I mean, not necessarily all the time, but it's like, okay, but then like, they're always putting everyone else forward. They gotta be a little selfish for themselves because it's gonna create resentment in the kids, right?
I could never live with myself if I let Sharper get away with this. Eleanor raised her voice. Spare me your bullshit platitudes. What about our son? Luca flinched, dropping the stethoscope down the stairs. Walt turned with a panicked smile. Luca, is that you, buddy?
Yeah.
With tears in his eyes, Luca descended the stairs. Mom? Dad? What's going on?
Oh, this sweet, innocent, what's going on?
Walt dropped to a knee to meet Luca eye to eye. Nothing, buckaroo. Your mom and I just got a little overexcited is all.
I'm not that stupid, Dad.
Luca placed
I know
the
what's up.
stethoscope against his father's chest. His heart was racing. It sounded like you were going somewhere. Walt gently removed the device from Luca's ears. Listen to me, Luca. I have some business to take care of.
Yeah, business, sure there,
I'll
buddy.
be back in time to tuck you in.
He never came back.
Luca hugged his father tightly.
Oh,
Promise? Walt stood up and walked to the door. He glanced. I promise. With a wink and a grin, he put on his hat
I wonder if we'll
and strode
find our
out
dad,
into the evening sun.
or he's just dead. Because our mom's missing, but like maybe we're too young, or we never actually saw our dad's body, kind of thing. I'm kind of maybe thinking something like that might happen. Who are you?
A figure approached soundlessly from the foggy snowfall. It stood above them, lingering in contemplation. Slowly raising one hand above Iggy, it snapped out 2 brisk raps on his head. From a deep slumber, Iggy sprang up defensively.
Yep, just in case we got enemies on us. Get your hands off me.
Whether it was the calming presence or the recognition that he was not in danger, Iggy felt his clenched fists lower.
Just what you think you're doing.
Luca looked up, gradually remembering his whereabouts.
Yeah, we were in quite the deep sleep with quite the deep dream.
The figure exhaled a cloud of warm vapor.
You two certainly have caused a lot of commotion. What's that supposed to mean? Take it easy, Iggy. We were asleep minding our own business. You're the one running around knocking on people's heads. Do you live here? I'm sorry if I hurt you, Iggy. Wait, you don't? Didn't hurt nobody. Anybody. Huh? Oh, I see. You think you're better than me, you.
When it came to complete strangers, Iggy had trouble cobbling together an
It's
insult.
okay, I got this, I got this. You big-headed, scarky-necked furball. Alright, let's lower the temperature, but yeah. Step in, Luca. We gotta cool things down. Interesting choice of words. I mean, let's all just calm down. Who are you? A friend. An observer. A hitchhiker on the infinite expanse of possibility. You're like a planeswalker, or like... Great, how about a name? If you must call me something, you can call me Nat.
Iggy huffed with gratification.
How about you make, like, a net and buzz off? Very well.
Nat began to turn away indifferently.
No, they might have info. Wait, do you live here? You might say that. Straight answers, please. Straight answers, please. So you know where we are? You might also say that. Look, pal, we just want to find a safe way out of here. Gonna help us or not? Before knowing how to leave, one must know where they are. You're gonna give me answers, let's go. Alright, that does it. Luca, I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of here one way or another.
Iggy turned sharply and began to stomp off.
Enough with the riddles. Iggy, wait up.
Realizing he'd worn their patience then, Nat relented.
Very well, I suppose this isn't time for metaphors. I'll show you how to get back home.
Luca and Iggy turned around with hope in their eyes.
Let's go, Nat. Come here.
Nat took a deep breath in.
Close your eyes. Are you gonna just TP us home?
Nat exhaled slowly, then snapped his fingers.
Alright, open them.
For a brief moment, Luca and Iggy let themselves believe that some great magic was about to unfold.
I was thinking that.
Until they opened their eyes and found themselves in the exact same place, cold and disheartened.
Is it more gray or is it just me? This is your home. This is Beacon Pines. Look, Nat, we don't know how we got here. Maybe we stumbled through some time travel gate in Weepwood. That seems like a perfectly good explanation. Or we teleported to some alternate universe. Or this is all just some cruel experiment by Curtis Games. But this is not our home. You're inching closer to the truth. Alas, the reality is much less fanciful. Just give it to us straight. So be it. As I said, this is Beacon Pines. The original true Beacon Pines. Yeah. Different town. Oh. So that counted as finding home, eh? You both grew up here. But the town you've called home for the past several years is a replica. When the foul harvest happened. A remarkable achievement of engineering, to be fair. But a replica nonetheless. That's impossible. It's too much work. You need a whole town to replicate a whole town. Indeed, to pull off such a feat would require immense labor power. That which could be moved would be moved. That which could not would require a precise duplicate. We would have noticed. Someone would have noticed. You'd think so, unless the auditing was impeccable. A mind-numbing attention to detail. As for the innumerable trivialities which complete the tapestry, well, you can leave that to this miraculous thing we call a brain. Who are you, though, Nat? Why are you here? It's a real aversion to discontinue. A revolution, even. The brain has a wonderful way of smoothing out rough edges, keeping us sane. Ah, the smooth brain is good, the smooth brain is good. And Iggy looked around uncomfortably. So you're saying that someone made an entire new town and moved us all and no one noticed? Precisely. But why? Why is the one question that can never be answered with certainty. The best one can do is to uncover...
Nat narrowed his eyes, furrowed his brow.
What are you gonna tell us? The source. Of course, makes sense. Why do you say the source like that? Why indeed?
Luca began to laugh uncomfortably.
It's all ridiculous. There's no way they could.
He looked down at his feet. His eyes started back and forth in contemplation.
Did our father accidentally set off like the original? No, because the grave is here of our father, so that means this happened after our father.
With a sudden pain, a thought struck him.
If this really is home.
He sprinted off into the pale distance. As Iggy turned to follow, Nat called out.
Iggy, it's not too late to turn back. Simply head west through Weepwood. Oh? Are you trying to say stay away from us?
Chapter 6.
Interesting.
The source.
I do think that's where I'm gonna end it. Unfortunately, as much as we're getting a lot of the juicy details, I really have to piss and it's starting to get late. Y'all spammed me with hydrates. I don't even know. We probably hit 10 hydrates this stream, which is crazy because I drink a lot for every hydrate. Might have to drink less next time, but I know it's kind of an awkward ending, but that's just how I am. Awkward. I am still enjoying the game though. It's really got me hooked, and it's like we're still kind of discovering new stuff where we're finding out like how stuff is like entangled with each other, so it's really cool to see that. And I'm excited to learn what else we get to see because there's so much going on. It's like I want to know, I want to know, I want to know. But that is good, that is good. We're gonna find somebody to raid. But yeah, we will be back tomorrow. We're gonna keep playing this. We're gonna raid Dorkboy, probably. I don't want to give myself spoilers for Beacon Pines by accident, so I won't be raiding anybody
Women's
playing this game.
If I put on a pair of
I didn't
women's
mean to.
leggings and took a picture of my ass, like just from my waist down.
Twitch. This was on my front page. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're gonna go to Dorkboy though, because they are cool. They play a lot of Outlast Trials, which is one I love the Outlast series, and I just think it's a super fun game. So yeah, we'll go over there. Feel free to say hi. I've got raid messages, so feel free to use them. If not, make sure you guys stay hydrated. Maybe don't drink as much water as I did, and all that fun stuff. Get your sleep, eat your food, all that fun stuff. But yeah. I will see you all tomorrow. Like I said, won't be streaming this weekend just because it is Easter, so I might stream Sunday, but it's not a guarantee. It just depends on when I get back. Oh, thank you, Fizz. Thank you. But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow with some more Beacon Pines. Maybe we'll uncover more of the mystery. Maybe we'll freeze to death again. Who knows? Bye, guys. It's going. Oh!
¿Qué pasó? That's why you gotta be careful.
It's that the volume is very high. Holy shit! Hold up, let me see real quick. So